Hey y'all, this is Amber with Crazy for Texas, and I am sitting outside right across the street from London High School in New London, Texas. Just got finished speaking with my new friend, Mr. Miles, at the New London Museum. And I want to tell you that there's no way that I could have done this story any justice at all without coming here and visiting and speaking with some of the surviving family members and those that had actually family members that passed away in this deadly disaster. I'm just speechless and just so overwhelmed. I can't wait for you guys to hear the tribute to the people who lost their lives, the children that lost their lives here at this explosion in 1937. Please listen to our episode and learn exactly what happened here 86 years ago. Thank you for listening, and thank you for following us and learning while we're crazy for Texas. Hey y'all, this is Amber with Crazy for Texas, and we are at Pleasant Hill Cemetery near New London, Texas. And you'll find that we often visit cemeteries just to look at the graves and remember the people that are buried there. And we're often on the hunt looking at names and the beautiful monuments that they have to remember these people. And we stumble upon people like this right here. Not sure if you can see. This is Captain Robert W. Smith, soldier in the Texas War for Independence at San Jacinto, 1836. I mean, and we come all the way from Baytown and get to see you. So cool. Thank you so much for your service, sir. Thank you for being crazy for Texas and for fighting for our great state. Hey y'all, this is Amber with Crazy for Texas, and I have an exciting announcement for y'all. Okay, we just got off the telephone with Miles Toller with the New London Museum, and he has agreed to let us come back so that we can do an interview with him. And so he can share all the details and all the accounts that he shared with us that just inspired us about this story. And we are so excited to be able to share it with you. I mean, more than anything else though, we are just honored that they trust Crazy for Texas with their hearts and the story of the 1937 explosion of the New London School. And we are so excited that you guys are here along with us. This is an amazing adventure, and thank you guys so much for being Crazy for Texas with us. Hey Ash, this is Amber with Crazy for Texas. Thank you so much for reaching out and your comment and all the support, but also for asking your question. It was, is there a special significance for the pennies that we leave behind on the headstones? And yes, there is. Okay, so as tradition would have it, what happens is that when you visit somebody that was in the military and you would visit their grave, you would leave behind a penny on the headstone. And it was more of a comfort to the fallen soldier, the military person's family when they would come to visit, to know that, hey, someone has been here for my child and visited. Okay, but it goes further. You see, I'm a civilian. I've never been in the military, and so it's appropriate for me to leave just a penny because it's just to say, hey, I visited. Now, if you were in the military and you visited somebody that you went to the boot camp with, then you would leave a nickel. Okay, and then again, another military person, if you served in some capacity with the person who had passed away and you're visiting their grave, then you would leave a dime. Now, what's really special is that if you were there when that person passed away and you served in the military together and you were there when they passed away, then you would leave a quarter. And so this is just a tradition that we would like to sit there and uphold this. As you can see, so whenever we go out, I always have a pocket full of pennies just in case, we do pass a grave with somebody that was in the military that sacrificed their life, for me and for our freedoms. Then I definitely just want to acknowledge them, even if it is with just a penny, just to thank them for their service. Thank you so much for reaching out and asking, and thank you for being Crazy for Texas. Hey y'all, it's Amber with Crazy for Texas, and we are back on the homeland, our great state of Texas. We really enjoyed our cruise on the Carnival Breeze and getting to meet everybody. I want to give a special shout out to our new friend Bubba from Mount Pleasant. And then I can't forget Miss Susan, who is in her last year. She's about to retire after 34 years of teaching. Enjoy it, honey. And then I also want to give a special shout out to somebody that from my old stomping ground, Missouri City, where I grew up. And apparently it turns out we were probably in the same advisory at Dulles High School our freshman year before he moved on to Willow Ridge. So exciting to get to meet you, Mr. Kevin. It was really great. You know, we love the relaxation and the fun times and the music and the adventure, but the best thing about cruising for us is getting to visit with everybody and hearing their stories from where they're from. And so we get to share our stories of Texas and answer their questions, and it is just amazing. But we are glad to be back, so just know that I'm hanging up my flip-flops and getting my boots out as we get ready for another episode with Crazy for Texas. Hey y'all, it's Amber with Crazy for Texas, and we are so excited the day has come. So a couple weeks ago, we got to go out to New London, Texas and report on the London High School explosion of 1937, and made a great friend, Miles Toller, and spoke with him a few days afterwards, and he agreed to do an interview that we can video and share with you guys on our YouTube page. And you guys have been so supportive in just sharing your accounts of the New London explosion, and maybe not your accounts, but I mean, knowing a grandparent that had been involved, or a grandparent that had a teacher that had narrowly escaped the explosion by being out sick for the day. And there was one woman who even shared her account. Well, can't remember if it was her mom or her dad, but when they were a child, they went out and they were on a family trip, and while they were in the area, their car was actually stopped, and just been saying, hey, we need your help, we need your help. And so her grandfather was actually involved in the search and rescue. I'm going to go ahead and share this opportunity for you guys to ask a question. What should we ask Miles? And we'd like to have your questions answered. This is interactive history, y'all. And so go ahead, click that like and follow button, and then put your question in the comments so that we can get your questions answered too. Thank you so much for all your support, and we can't wait for you guys to see everything that we get to gather and learn more about the New London explosion. Hey y'all, this is Amber with Crazy for Texas, and we are in New London, Texas, and just got finished with an interview with Miles, and we are visiting the actual campus of the London schools that's now known as West Rusk Schools. But I wanted to show you something really cool about this. Back in the day, in 1932, when it was built, the campuses were built, they had cattle all around. So you see everything that we have here. This was all cattle field and the oil fields. And to help keep the students safe, they had a cattle guard built all around. Now, watch this. To safely get from one side where the school campuses were to the other side where there was like a little cafe, little convenience store for the kids to go across and get something to drink, they built an underground tunnel. Watch. We got cars going all around here. So here this is. Look at this. Gotta be careful coming down so I don't trip and fall. It's no longer in use, obviously, but I thought that we would come down here and try. Oh, hello. And then there's the other side. Pretty cool, huh? Crazy for Texas.